Welcome to your Monday Morning Pearl. I'm Steve Keck. Today, we're going to talk about how to begin your year-end marketing plan. I know we're talking sales, but your marketing plan really develops around you figuring out how to position yourself for the best opportunities in 2022. In a previous Monday Morning Pearl, we talked about the fact that you need to be your own champion and how to actually establish an opportunity for yourself to be heard in a crowd of other salespeople and other sales leaders. So we're focusing on that in the next 3 months because we think it's important for you to know how to set the stage for next year. We think it's important because we know that the marketing plan that you set for yourself and your progress is going to be the key for you to being known and chosen for the new opportunities ahead of you. This week, I want to give you 3 things you can do to start the process over the next 3 months for you to establish the awareness of the great things you've done this year. So the first thing I need you to do is gather your own data. You need real concrete evidence of the great things that have happened in your office. What have you done or what have your team members done that have created an opportunity to shine? You need to get this data in a fashion that you are in control of it. And the second thing is figure out who needs to see that data. What executives above you need to know the great work that you're doing? And then the third thing is figuring out how you can disseminate that data in a most effective manner over the next few months. Get your own data, who gets the data, and how are you going to get that data to those who need it? So I'm going to give you an example from my own life that perfectly illustrates this. No one had ever figured out when I was a sales trainer what the value or the return on investment I was generating from the work that me and my team were doing. They had no budget for my department. It was sort of an ancillary thing that they threw on top. There was marketing had a budget, sales had a budget. I did not have a budget. So I sat down with the CFO and worked out the return on investment for my department. Turns out every dollar they spent in my department netted them $13 in revenue. So once I had that data, I decided that the owners of the company and those departments that work closely with me needed to know this information. So I crafted an email with the data included in it and celebrated the great work my team was doing, showcasing that we returned $13 for every dollar that was spent. What this did for all those around me was to show that I was a good investment. And when it came down to me asking for things, I could always reference back to the data to say, you know what? I return $13 on every dollar that you give me. So if you give me this $10,000, I'm going to make you $130,000. And the data reinforced and educated those to recognize that I knew what I was talking about. Without that data, they just assumed I was doing an okay job and they didn't actually know why because they didn't have the time to look. And that's okay. That's what busy executives, that's what happens, and that's why you need to be your own cheerleader. So this week, find the data, figure out who needs to see it, and start the process of educating those people over the next 3 months, celebrating each time you get an opportunity to share these successes that you've created. It will set the stage for a really solid 2022. And as always, if you ever want to have a conversation around how to do this, reach out to us. We'd love to have a conversation. You can find us on our website, on LinkedIn, or one of our social channels. Have a great one.